What? And this one is really ridiculous because it's got to be CM Punk themed, but I didn't want to do something cliche. So, what is your favorite CM Punk tattoo?
The Pepsi one.
The Pepsi one? No, that's boring.
No, that's my favorite
CM
CM Punk tattoo because it perfectly represents CM Punk as a character and as a human being. It represents both Phil Brooks and CM Punk. Not only is it really punk because in the 1980s he was part of the straight edge community when they didn't drink alcohol, so Pepsi was obviously his favourite soft drink, but it's the alternative company in the Coca-Cola empire, isn't it? If I was ever going to get a tattoo of a reference to wrestling, I would get a Pepsi tattoo because I don't look like a loser with a gigantic DX sign on me, and I call back to the one guy that I keep in my head when I'm walking around an office. So yes, CM Punk's...
Does anyone have a DX tattoo?
I've met a person who had a DX tattoo when I worked at a pub.
No,
it wasn't, but it wasn't even what you think. It wasn't like Shawn Michaels' dismembered head or anything. It was actually the sign DX, but then two hands going up, really badly tattooed, by the way, with the green sticks. So like 2006 DX. That's what they had tattooed on themselves.
Oh, that's a really bad wrestling tattoo.
Did you see Punk's recent leg tattoos since he left the wrestling business?
No.
He's got a Princess Leia on his upper right thigh these days. Yeah,
okay.
Princess Leia head near his penis.
Yeah,
I really have been studying the guy's tattoos.
I really like his chest plate. It's a dragon, right, and a skull.
Right.
And then that was because it's kind of sailory.
Yeah, no, I've always thought CM Punk's tattoos are a bit sailory. I'm pretty sure he's got a gigantic koi carp, hasn't he? Unless I've just looked at that wrong or looked at the action figure version and that's just what they put on him.
Oh, see, now that's what's funny. And his action figures in the video game, there's no Pepsi tattoo because they were scared of copyright claims.
I do love the fact that CM Punk has corporate branding on himself, though. I do find that slightly ironic. Even though that Pepsi is the alternative brand, it's still basically a corporate logo on your body permanently forever.
Okay, so that leads on to, do you think CM Punk is one of the best tattooed wrestlers? Or do you think there's anyone out there that's done it better?
I've always been a bit partial to Randy Orton's sleeves.
It's a bit boring, though, isn't it?
I'm also probably in the minority where I think Corey Graves really works a neck tattoo. I think he looks suave with those, whereas usually, I'm not saying it. Society is saying it. You can't necessarily get a job.
I think you look quite untidy with a neck tattoo, but he does pull it off. It's because he wears suits all the time.
Can we talk about one of the worst tattoos of all time, which is Kurt Angle's...
Sarah? Oh, okay.
No, but that's another one. Yeah, no, Kurt Angle's little state on his top right back, which he obviously got when he was drunk when he was about 18, I think is quite hilarious.
Isn't that a amateur wrestling thing? Because doesn't Brock have a similar one?
Yeah, but have you ever seen like Kurt Angle's proper tattoo? Oh, well, while we're talking about Brock, let's just get deep into the world of wrestling tattoos. Do you like his gigantic sword on his chest? Or do we just accept it?
Oh my god! I mean, we just have to accept it because he'll murder you if you say anything.
I'm going to put it right out there into the world. Brock Lesnar's chest tattoo is shit.
Oh, it's awful, but it's also pretty dope. Like in the UFC cage.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely a fuck you.
But no, genuinely, I had this conversation unrelated to this previously, where I said if my girlfriend asked me if I'd ever get a wrestling tattoo, and I said if I ever got one, it would be CM Punk's Pepsi tattoo.
Mine would definitely be the Barama Bull.
Okay, but which
is a bit
even
sad,
The Rock didn't like that because he turned it into like a Minotaur, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He went full cyborg.
He did. Anyway, that has been our first little bit on CM Punk during CM Punk month. Gave you an excuse to look at your favourite wrestler for half an hour. I imagine you ogled over him.
I really looked deeply into his upper hairy thighs because I didn't realise he had gotten tattoos since UFC came about. So
I hadn't realised he'd had anything on his legs.
Well,
I always thought he was just building across his chest and arms.
That's what I'm here for.
He's a bit top heavy, isn't he? So maybe he does need to start going down.
Did you describe CM Punk as top heavy?
I did, yeah.
That's okay.
Anyway, Until next time, keep it botched.
Brother.
Like, share, and subscribe to keep it botched up, brother.